Beloved Guruji, what exactly is the heart, and in what way will yours remain with us when your body is gone?
The heart is composed of the inner core of your personality. And the inner core of your personality never disappears. It always remains. For the inner core of your soul is a spirit, which normally we call heart. And when the inner core of your spirit is enlivened by your spiritual practices and your guru, it assumes a different quality, although it is eternal. It assumes the quality of that greater awareness of yourself. And when you become more and more aware of your soul, you become more and more aware of the Guru and the God. So that is the constitution of the heart. And it expresses itself in so many ways. It gives of itself all the time. So the heart never receives, never. It is only the mind which is the recipient of things mundane. But the heart gives all the time. And the beauty of the inner core of your personality, which is called the heart, is made totally of giving. So when the scripture says that you can only live by dying, that is what is meant. Die, die, die. And then you will live, live, live. And in that living, all that you wish for, all that you want, will be found, and yet you will remain totally unbound. So you are freeing yourself from bondage and going into the realm of freedom. When you are free of all these bondages, then you find freedom. And that freedom is the kingdom. How it works. So the way to free your soul is to get rid of all the mixtures and admixtures that are in your mind. Free yourself of that mixture, and then you find the purity of freedom. Does anyone here not want to be free? Free from anything. free from your problems, for example, free from your anxieties, your worries, which constitute your problem. And when you can find the way to free yourself from this bondage, then freedom would come naturally. Because freedom is really your nature. And yet you do not want to recognize your nature and be in bondage. What does bondage mean? That you're bound. You are in bond to something. I love my beloved very much. I do. But that does not mean that I am in bondage, because bond brings about age, bondage. So forever be young, and to be young forever is to be free, to find that freedom within yourself. And once you find that freedom within yourself, the whole world is yours. Do you want millions? Do you want mansions? Do you want love? Everything is available if you free yourself from your bondage. Because it's the bondage, the thoughts that create the bondages. Which ties you up. And make you age, while true freedom makes you free from everything else. And then all the anxieties, all the worries, all the problems disappear. They dissipate like a vapor in the air. And the disappearance of the vapor forms those clouds up there, and those clouds bring the rain of your prosperity. Of your flowers, your lawn, your food, your you name it. So therefore the purpose would be to free oneself from bondage. That does not mean you must not love your spouse, your beloved. No. Love your beloved intensely, with all your heart and soul, and yet be free in the love you give. Because attachment does not form love. Freedom and the giving of one's core, of one's personality, that brings love. So what does humankind really need? They need that love which in turn will bring the peace to you, and you are at peace with yourself. Now to be at peace with yourself means that you have found a certain kind of tranquility within you. And tranquility means only one thing. It means a balance. So most people live a very unbalanced life. And that is the root of all the problems that come. So,
You flipped over.
you see, I've got to rely on machines which is for the world. But what I would say to you is rely upon yourself. For you are an independent entity. And enjoy that independence within yourself, and then as auxiliaries become independent with your beloved. That is the meaning of life. That is the secret of joy, of happiness. For example, I love you, my darling, so much. I know that. But I'm not dependent upon you. I preserve my independence, and because of my independence, I have the interdependence with you that coalesces, that becomes together, so that my independence is imparted to you and yours to me. So two independent people can be interdependent, and in that interdependence you would find the meaning of joy. Because it then becomes a sharing. Then it becomes a caring. But just be careful of one thing. Sharing is not sharing. Let the wool of love grow on that lamb. And find the comfort in the womb, in the wool of the lamb, with the wool Prasatayu. So what could a lamb be without its wool? Huh? Nothing. We are actually robbers, thieves, sharing the lamb and robbing it of its own personal nature. How would you like to go to a hairdresser or a barber or whatever you call it here, and have all your hair just cut off and become bald? You wouldn't like that. We're nearing the end of time because we have to leave in a few moments, don't we, dear?
Yeah.
So it's been so nice being with you all. It's been a real joy, a real pleasure.